Good morning, Libras. Today is going to be a pointed read that is going to be about your dating experience. If you're just about to enter back into dating or you're already experiencing feelings about heading toward a possible soulmate, somebody that you could be attracted to, today's the day that we're going to do the pointed read. So, welcome. It might be longer than usual. Just take what resonates. If you've already re entered a type of situation, if you're about to go in one, we're going to check the energy, which is interesting. I hope this is a good watch for you today. We look briefly at the recent past. Thank you. The Five of Pentacles. Can I see the recent past? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Three of Cups in the recent past. And you do have another one here, the High Priestess. Okay, so on some level, after experiencing a type of lack, we have lack here. It's not a complete loss, the Five of Pentacles. We're looking around it, traveling around the moat of our heart. Five of Pentacles can be protective in some cases too. You could have been in loss for quite a while. I see that you're sensing something with the High Priestess. So we do have Pisces energy. You could have come from a past with a Pisces, or you're currently dealing with Pisces people. You're very intuitive in your sense of curiosity going into the dating experience. It can be a new chapter that's quite scary, so some of you are currently adjusting to that. We sense, though, a presence. I'm picking up almost the sensation that you're feeling a new soulmate entering or you're about to meet somebody. Now, it's drawing up the curiosity for the dating experience. Three of Cups. Okay, so this is a yes card, definitely pointing you to get ready for that. I do have the Ten of Wands here, the Emperor and the Empress, last on shuffle. So we're looking towards a frequency, okay? If you have not met them yet, you might find that you're pointing towards a specific person too that's very much like you. We have a match here. It's not pointing downward to a page at all. So we have a Emperor, which is Aries. The Two of Cups follows and the Queen of Swords. I do want to marinate on that combination. Two of Cups is very loving, and also the Queen of Swords, which is Libra. You're going to be very direct. It's a time for that. No dilly-dallying or wasting time, especially during dating, because you have parameters. The parameters are built by a card like this, the Queen of Swords. She doesn't let down certain beliefs. That's why she's very direct. She communicates all of her thoughts effectively. And I feel like during the dating phase, you might be afraid to become a Queen of Swords. So we will look at that in terms of conversation and the first impression. I've built it around, the pointed read is around 3 different sectors. You will hear it as we go. So let's see that Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords and the High Priestess you're showing up as so far. Pointed read to the first impression. Okay, we have the Three of Wands. You could be waiting on this experience at this current time. Starting to build, that's an expansion card. So it might be about putting yourself online. It could be that you're connecting through friends or you're just getting out more. Some of you could be doing some extracurricular activities like going to the gym. I do feel like you're waiting on a message, maybe a certain synchronicity. You could feel like they are being pointed to you in certain places, like locations that you're drawn to. This was in yesterday's read, by the way. So let's see where that leads us. You're kind of in a waiting spot right now. What's in the cognitive heart space for a Libra Sun, Moon, Rising? Okay, we got 2. We have the Queen of Wands, all right? So already set up in an attractive place in life. You could be doing really well with stability at this time. Your resources are on lock or you're getting them to be there. There's discipline also that I feel from this Queen of Wands. And that's the sentient part, is when I see discipline within this card. You do have laurels that have been set up and boundaries too, because this is like a circus act if you see going on here. She's pointing the cheetah to go through that specific fire hold of that ring of fire, right? Johnny Cash here a little bit in your reading. The ring of fire could be protecting her too. You know, she stands by this sort of talent training the cheetah, but she's also willing to take a risk within that card. The risk, of course, is putting the animal through the hoop. So I love this deck, by the way. It's very colorful. It adds to the story because you've built kind of, I did mention a moat at the beginning of this reading. It's protective energies from the past. You do have an excitable waiting in that Three of Wands. It's almost like your flags are set up. okay? There is sort of like a drawing attention to yourself at this time. You're ready to date. Five of Swords. I feel like this is a connection from the recent past person. Can I see the Five of Swords too? I'm getting a couple storylines here. The Two of Cups, okay? It could have been a long-standing relationship, a connection that you felt dear to. That's the word that's coming in. Both of you were also friends at that, so you're overcoming a Five of Swords of a potential long partnership. Take it only if it resonates. That's for a specific person. So the Two of Cups was your recent past. You're disconnecting from that energy at this current time, obviously, because you're getting ready to date. And the Six of Cups. You can't even make it up. Six of Cups is here presently. They're both red-orange cards. I'm just going to check the bottom energy. Five of Wands, the Queen of Cups, she was yesterday, and the Three of Swords. Exactly the cards that I was proposing to see in the energy. The Hermit is somebody who still really loves you, Libra. You might not believe it if it's no communication. You haven't heard from them. There's no environmental cues. So it's really important that you understand they're kind of in this Virgoan position at this time. Many readers are picking it up. I am not the only one that's saying that. And it's like a pastime that they miss, socializing and talking to you. You're getting ready to recommit to this with new people, okay? You're readjusting to that. That's also the Four of Pentacles, just to let you know. You're readjusting to this after a time of the Three of Swords. And this is your card, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Adjusting to what somebody had left you in. It could have been a betrayal. The Five of Swords is definitely that. There could have been an argument and it ended abruptly. So in the past, I see a lot of competition and conflict going on in the read. You're ready for this Queen of Wands because it's been set up at this point, okay? I love that you're in this attractive energy. People are currently seeing you there. So the more that you develop high vibrational speaking, you're getting out there conversationally. Some of you are really online dating too, like you're pressing forward to make this a reality in your life, if that makes sense, okay? So we're going to look at the intentions of a person coming in. That's the second parter. You are set up in this last bit. So first impressions is somebody is going to see you as a Queen of Wands. It's highly attractive. It's somebody who doesn't look down about their situation. There is a readiness. There's a readiness to combat new love and actually head in the direction of somebody who's more of a pair for you, okay? Intentions of the new person, just the top cards, please. Thank you. Oop, one wanted to come out. The Ten of Pentacles, okay? Ten of Materials, it's called in the Muse deck. Yeah, again, it's about longevity. That's why we have this bar set up high. Some of you will come down on that high bar that I wanted to talk about. It's like a meter of what you can trust. The Ten of Pentacles is only pointing towards family. That's the basis of the card. Developing wealth, if that's what you're into, and also having children, because that's a children card, and creating a family. It's difficult because your past person is looking like they couldn't offer that. Okay, so whoever the previous person was, they're showing up as cards like this in the energy. What else can I get? Maybe conflicts, like trying to propose conflict to you in the past. That's the Five of Wands. You're ready. And that's the thing. So the dating experience is going to reflect this in the first few moments of conversation. You could be really talkative about what your long-term plans are. There's a lot of flowers there. So the dating atmosphere could be obviously involved naturally with this type of romantic energy. I'm just going to show it one more time because there's lots of Valentine's pointages going on in your reading. There's a lot of things saying that you're ready. The white flags are up and also the roses, being very open to this energy coming in. How open you are, I feel like a past person is sometimes heavily in your thoughts. The Six of Cups can be that. You can think of memories. I also think they're almost an inspiration for you too, okay? You remember that you were not lonely once. And so this person is going to be available, your new one. They come in as the Fool too, okay? It does involve a risk in the first impression or the first few moments of meeting. You might want to ask amazing questions, some that you haven't before. The dating experience is going to make you feel like this photo, is what I want to essentially tell you. It's taking a leap, but if you notice, she's not jumping. She's just race walking in this particular photo. She's taking her time to take the next leap. I love the Fool card from the Muse. Very different. It looks like it could be real people too. Like this is in your social interactions. You could see people like this in real life. You know, it's not so animated. So there's a small leap here that's happening. Aries talks about that. It's ruled by Mars, so there has to be sort of a brutal type of action. It's not shy. It's not shy at all. So we're going to check that out too. What's the Fool card in the first few moments? The Seven of Wands. Okay, so your interactions are going to show a little bit of this guardedness, but they will be open to your energy. They're just going to see that you're protecting yourself from maybe a past story, okay? A story that we probably told ourselves a lot, and we're trying to just slowly break through and take the risk with the Fool card. What's the outcome of the conversation and the dating experience? What is Nine of Cups? Okay, so you're content. The projection here is that you feel content after the leap has been taken, maybe after the first physical meeting. This person might take you, I have in the Four of Pentacles, I have like interactions with drinks. There's drinks here. You could be like meeting on a sunset. I have that in the Seven of Wands. There's a lot of environmental cues here that you could actually be in. And the Ten of Pentacles has roses, like I mentioned. So there could be a very romantic setting. Some of you, it's a friend from work. I'm already picking up like certain stories. Some of you, it's somebody that you do meet at a very public place. Maybe you do work out a lot, Libra, or you have mutual friends that are already interested in you, okay? For some of you, it'll be introduced by a good girlfriend, like a good girlfriend. Could be an Aries, actually. And also, I have a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, perhaps from the past, in the Nine of Cups, okay? A good person from the past that you do remember. They could be wanting to date you at this current time. I have water signs, a little bit of earth. There could be a new Aries, Leo, Sagittarius as well. So I like to read you what I have on my table. After the first conversation, does Libra leave with a good impression? We have, in today's story, the Seven of Pentacles. You do. You feel like you can invest. You go from a different seven. You go from the Seven of Wands to the Seven of Pentacles. That's lucky in a reading for me. It's 77. You do leave with a type of impression that you have a care still. Maybe one last fight. I think that you're willing to invest after you meet them and you ask all the important questions. Some of you have children on the channel, so it directly affects maybe a family situation or a living one, your living situation. But there's room here to talk and really be gabby. Talk and gab all the way through. So the Ten of Pentacles to the Seven. And I'm just getting back into the channel, so just bear with me, Libras. I'm trying to get into a new type of reading for you guys. The Seven of Pentacles speaks of investment, a prime opportunity, something that you're actually beholden to and you're willing to take the risk there. I look at it as like my stock market card. It's definitely investing into somebody. So growing a plant there. Also in the Light Seers, it's depicted with a male and he also has a plant. So this is what's going to come of it. It's going to be very, very good for you to stretch those wings in the very beginning. The conversation looks like it starts off rocky with the Seven of Wands. All it speaks of is that you have guarded energy from the past. It's about taking the first few steps to share your story too, okay? And sometimes that can be hard after you haven't done it for 10, 12 years or you haven't dated in 6 years. And what proposed this was a lot of requests, by the way. So we do have the Wheel of Fortune on the split. I just cut the Muse deck right now on my table. The Wheel of Fortune is a time for change. It's fate turning, obviously. I call it the Destiny's Child card on the channel because it's time for destiny to have a new story. Okay, now we're going to look into that at the last leg of this. The first impressions do look great. You have the Seven of Pentacles and the 10. You do go home that evening from a date feeling content. So this is the Nine of Cups in this pointed read. It's interesting that the word is just content. You might go home and smile, feel good about it. I don't know if there'll be a ready match for you because you're looking for specifics. And I feel that in the very beginning, you're looking to walk away from a relationship prior that didn't serve your needs. And that's a big thing, is you might just feel content upon the first meeting. That's a really good card to capture the dating experience. And we just want to stretch it a little bit more as we go forward. The Wheel of Fortune too. Can I have the conclusion? Conclusion cards for the dating experience. Okay, we have our first one, Ace of Pentacles. They might want to see you again after that first meeting. Ace of Pentacles is an offer. If I were to go a little bit deeper into describing this card, it can also be a gift presented to you at a time in your life where maybe things have been, up and down. They haven't been certain. So the Ace of Pentacles is the conclusion. Let's see what else you have here. You have a few, the Death card, the Two of Pentacles, and also the Three of Cups from this particular deck. Connections, more speaking to people, practicing communication too after a long time of not dating. All right, and our last final card for the dating experience. We do have like a lover's energy. It is the Lovers, Gemini with a compatible match. They could very well be like a chatty Gemini, or they could be somebody that really matches with you on that gab level. Libras do love to talk, and they're very conversational. We have someone here that could match with you and start off as a very close friend. That's what I'm picking up from the read. There's a contentedness toward them, so maybe willing to meet up again, because this was left from the first impressions. What's the second impression from the dating experience? Nine of Swords. It keeps you up at night thinking about certain things. This is reality. That's reality. Nine of Swords, you might be, you might cause a place here, Libras, where you second guess how you feel about this person. I would give it a couple goes before the Nine of Swords really gets you, okay? Give them time to prove that to you with actions. Nine of Swords might be something that happens during that time. It's also your air suit. It's common that we do this in our physical life. So just make sure that they prove points to you along the way in the dating experience. Of course, they're going to have to, right? Because you move on to someone next if it's not impressing or if it's not suitable to your environment. But I think it's going to maybe cause a little worry because you're getting back into it after a long time. Temperance, and also Judgment. We end with Judgment. The Devil's next, the Hanged Man. That's interesting to the Empress. Okay, I want you to see this energy real quick before I finish out. There could be, I pick up lust. I don't know why, or somebody's like coming back from the past that very much has an obsession toward you. That is the Devil with the type of toxicity and dating that could be brought into a situation. I think this person wants to show you a different side of them. Okay, you might know this person from the past. They're very attracted to your physical aura. That's the Empress, and she's showing up here in all rosy pink. They know that you're an Empress for some reason. This person has connection to you from somewhere. I'm pinpointing friendships for some reason. It's being picked up through other friends or maybe other coworkers. But they do want to balance it out. That's why they're taking you out in the first place with Temperance. So it's all about adjusting to a new situation. I feel like this Nine of Swords is just a challenge in your dating experience because it could be something that is overthought. It's an overthinking card. It is about worry as well. And all they're trying to do is to get you to go out with that Judgment card. If you see, it's really Valentine's oriented. So they could be maybe pushing you to make a decision. Watch out for impulsive moves too, if you guys are even taking notes in this video. I thought this was an interesting one to do as the starter. We might do a part 2 depending on what you think of this pointed read. I haven't brought back pointed readings in about a year, so I hope that you like this drop. Just take notes of some of the cards that you saw today, and I'll see you guys in the next video.